Good morning, everybody. Just so glad to share another nugget and a thought with you. I really want to share, talk about excellence and the degree of excellence. And I'm starting to realize that excellence gives us access to promotion, increases, and abundance. And one of the things that was recognized about Solomon was that the excellence in his kingdom, the way things were run, the way things were ordered, the quantity, the quality of his array and display was very significant. But my conversation is really emanating out of the book of Daniel, and it speaks about Daniel having an excellent spirit, and I want to couple this excellence with really leadership, and something that just I think is important for us to think about. I believe that in the corporate world, what we call excellence, we actually call it going the extra mile. And when you read in the book of Daniel, you'll find that the Bible says that Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was literally 10 times better than the rest. That means these guys, the other guys were not failures. They were good, but they were just not excellent. And I'm realizing that it's excellence that gives us access to the thrones and to the kings and sitting with kings. And unless you pursue a level of excellence, you won't really see significant growth in your life. You'll grow. There's no doubt about that. You'll expand and you'll enlarge, but you won't really accomplish significant influence and impact in this world if you don't have a level of excellence. So I want to stir you about, firstly, pursue the idea of just thinking about becoming excellent in everything you do. And it's funny that even in our marriages, God's way of trying to perfect excellence, he says if a man loves his wife, he must love her like he loves his own body. That means if you're slothful on yourself, slothful in the way that you are, the chances is the way that you will handle your wife is most probably the same. But if you start perfecting yourself and you understand the principles of God, that's the same that you'll do. If you're lenient towards yourself, you'll be lenient towards your family. So I want to stir you to grab a hold of the idea of excellence. But then secondly, I want to couple this with where the Bible talks about an excellent spirit, which is not just excellence, it's excellent spirit. So I make the deduction that excellence can't be born out of a person with a slothful, lazy spirit. Excellence is born out of a heart and out of a person who has an excellent spirit. And this word spirit really is crucial, because it says if we ought to serve God, we must know that He is spirit. God is not flesh, God is not carnal, God is not a man. He is spirit. That means everything that God gives us is spirit. So I'm starting to discover that, unless someone catches the spirit of something, if you don't have a spirit of excellence, you will not produce excellence. You'll have fancy stuff, but you won't be excellent. And I'm thinking that this is the same part that we get with a spirit of leadership. You can appoint someone to leadership, but if they haven't caught the spirit of a leader, they will never be a leader. You can ask someone to serve, but if they don't have the heart or the spirit of a servant, they won't serve properly. They will just serve on the surface. If you ask someone to be over hospitality, but you appoint them over hospitality, but they don't capture the spirit of being hospitable, the chances is they won't be great at it. They won't be perfect at it. If you ask someone to run with the finances and you find this person is doing their best counting the beans, but the bottom line is if they don't have an excellent spirit to be faithful, to be a faithful steward over the riches that God has appointed them over, the chances is they won't be excellent at it. So I want to stir you to identify in yourself what are the spirits that you've caught on, and have you considered just catching in your workplace, in your company, in your business, with your customers, a spirit of excellence. I pray that you will be blessed and you will understand that excellence actually takes you from good to great. God bless you.